So I'm smoking a Peterson's Handmade. Let's see if that'll focus in. No? Oh, come on. Fool it. There we go. Peterson's Handmade. So I've had this for a while. 10 years, 15 years, I don't know. On an eBay find. Big fishtail, you know, but I like the bit. It's a nice size. The wood is really nice. So, yeah. Kind of unusual. I haven't seen another one. So, smoking some Robert O'Connell Oriental. I got this in Norway when I was there. Like $54 for 50 grams. You will not smoke. We will make it punishing for you to smoke. All right. But I wanted to buy something. It was a nice pipe shop. So, I don't know if pipes themselves were taxed thus, but the tobacco sure was. So, kind of a funny story. Last night, I went in to see Doug and Risa. Doug's got the cargo hold shop in Paulsbo, Washington. Downtown. It's really a nice shop. So I'll put a picture or two I took last night of part of his pipe display. There's a lot of cigars in there too. So I just went in to say hello, chat, wish him a Merry Christmas. And we got talking, and he said, "Oh, I got this a couple of pipes from Laudisi Peterson." Joe said, from Laudisi said, "Hey Doug, I've got a couple of pipes here. I've got some pipes in a new series, very limited edition, very limited." And Doug said, "Yeah, send me 2 of them." Cargo Hold is like the biggest West Coast Peterson dealer by volume. You wouldn't think so. I mean, it's such a small shop, and he really doesn't do mail order, I don't believe. So, kind of having some trouble keeping this lit. It hardly matters because I have this story to tell. So, or maybe it was, I looked in his kind of high-end Peterson case there, and I saw this delightful Plateau freehand, and it was with the Petersons, and it was like, oh, what's that? Really nice wood, clear grain, beautiful wood. My size pipe, nice and big, but the price was like, oh, kind of Savinelli autograph territory. And it kind of reminded me of an autograph a little bit. Less florid, more conservative autograph. So see, he started telling me how limited edition they were, and how he'd only gotten 2, that's all he could get. And he had just gotten them that afternoon, yesterday afternoon. So the second one was a little more reasonably priced. Plateau sandblasted fishtail. So I guess this is a box opening, right? Nice, genuine leather pouch. Very nice. Peterson embossed. Oh, yeah. And it is this guy here. So it is marked on the bottom. Let's see if we can focus on that. Probably can't see it for the black. Peterson's Dublin, made in Ireland. But that's all. And then this nice Cumberland fishtail bit. So, but unadorned otherwise. But nice big bowl. So this will be a gift for a friend of mine, a pipe smoking friend, who I'm not sure it's entirely his style, but I think he'll be appreciative. And then I'm going to smoke it a little bit too. So that's the plan anyway. Reminds me of when I was a kid, my dad got this Johnson outboard motor and put it under the Christmas tree and put my mom's name on it. And so he ostensibly got her an outboard motor. I don't know. Anyway, I'm hoping to smoke that pipe and not own it, but just smoke it occasionally. So, anyway, that was. He hadn't had it in there sitting in the case for but a couple of hours, and I stole one of them from him. You know, sometimes you see something and you just know it. Boom. So that was one of those things. So I'll put a link to the article in Smoking Pipes about these Peterson Plateau pipes. Pretty interesting article, actually. You know, very sales oriented. But informative at the same time. So apparently Peterson, at various points back in the 70s, when Danish freehands became a big deal, those big curvaceous plateau topped pipes, Peterson, Paddy Lanigan came out with, or Larigan, came out with a line of those called Plato. And so, because they were just selling like crazy at that time. So they apparently, they might have brought them back in the 90s. I forget what the article said. 2007 and then 2018. And they used to be called Plato, but then they changed it to Plateau for the unfinished top edge. So I've got a few. I've got a couple of Nordings, and then one I picked up, big one, at the Chicago Pipe Show. So I've got a few. They are pretty big, and they're kind of heavy, because there's just a lot of wood there. But anyway, I thought that was kind of a funny story. So he didn't have it, this limited edition 205-ish. So they had these blocks of briar, and so they didn't intend to make a run of 200. They just had this high quality briar that they wanted to use for this revitalized series. So he said 205-ish pipes. 10 of which have the silver band, which I don't care about. I don't want that. I don't keep silver shiny. I much prefer the purity of the wood and the acrylic. And that Cumberland, I just haven't seen that on many Peterson pipes. I mean, I have that one house pipe, that rocky finish house pipe bent that I picked up in Dublin, and it was the one that was not drilled through the shank. So I carried that all the way along the West Highland Way in Scotland, and then all the way down through Nottingham and the UK and Wales on that trip, and then contacted them when I got home and sent it back to them, and they drilled it out. And then included that fishtail bit no, it's a not a fishtail. It is a fishtail, not a peelet. In Cumberland. It was like, oh, never seen that before. So they must have made some pipes with that Cumberland finish. But I think it goes real nice with the black, and it's that kind of Euro sandblast. Which is real nice looking. So I think it'll be an appreciated gift. So I got one of the two in Washington State, and possibly, there have to be more on the West Coast, but who knows. So, but it isn't numbered. I thought maybe they'd be numbered, but they're not. So, they're not that rare, that exclusive. Anyway, it's kind of fun.